Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here, Podcast Pete, and certified lifestyle coach. Yes, coaching matters. It changed my life and it can change yours. So if you're open to grow, if you're open to achieve things you never thought possible, this is for you. If you're not interested in personal growth, then you don't need to listen to it any further. But if you want to have that abundant, bright future, stay tuned because I got a gift for you, up to a $300 gift from me to you. All right. Why does coaching matter? Okay. There's only three things that you need to focus on. When you're building your business, you have to generate demand. Generate demand, which is leads, you've got a thriving business. But without demand, you have a hobby or you have a business that will go bankrupt because you have to focus on the right thing. Coaching helps you there because we all have blind spots. I had them. We all have to be challenged. I needed to be challenged. We all need a coach. Doesn't have to be me, but invest in yourself and invest in a coach who's gonna locate your blind spots, gonna challenge you, gonna make you accountable. Plenty of information out there. Information is just information. But when you apply it to your life and you have a coach, I go back to Michael Jordan. Before Phil Jackson came into the picture, he was a great scorer, unbelievable scorer. Led the NBA, I think, a couple of years in scoring, but 0 championships. So if you want to be good at what you do, you can be good. But if you want to be great, like Michael Jordan, 5 NBA titles with the assistance of a coach. Phil Jackson, they called him the Zen coach because he put a system in. He put a process that helped every single person build around an incredible athlete. And when you can build around, because a coach can see that, you go from being good to phenomenal. A great scorer to national championship. So when you're looking at your business, can you be good? Yeah. Without a coach? Absolutely. But if you're not focusing on your demand, in my previous, before my stroke 4 years ago, I had a digital agency and I would always see people investing in stuff, website, brochures, all this stuff. But they didn't invest in demand. They didn't invest in getting that first client because a client is verification that your idea works. A paying client gives you cash flow and validation. So before you go out there and spend a bunch of money on stuff, focus on getting a client, getting 2 clients, getting 3 clients. Prove your concept. Because if you prove your concept, you know people are willing to pay for it. Plenty of people will tell you, hey, that's a great idea. And then when you ask them, would you be willing to invest in it? When they say, oh, that's for somebody else, you have no idea. Because if they're willing to put their hard-earned money towards your idea, you have a valid business along with cash flow. Because focusing on demand and leads from the beginning allow you to generate cash flow. Cash flow creates a thriving community or business. And if you want to go to our QR code, let me see, right there, you can join our community. Get yourself a free gift, $300 gift for you. 12 sessions of high performance coaching by Brendan Bouchard, who's the best in the industry. We'll share with you a community that you can join. And when you want to get the best, you got to be coached every single day, like I've been for the last 3 years. Every single day, I work on this. Because when I work on this, everything else flows. When I neglect this, I neglect my business, and I neglect the mental shower that's needed every single day. Personal growth is not like, I do it once in a while. You do it every day. Just like you take a physical shower to clean. You've got to constantly be cleaning this. We have between 12 and 60,000 thoughts that go through our head. We make well over 500 decisions. Do you think that this can get very cluttered and out of focus and distracted? Absolutely, positively, yes. When I hired a coach, a high performance coach, I started to get clear. I started to have more energy, more courage, better productivity, generating my performance increased tenfold. Then I hired another coach and another coach, and I kept investing in myself, which investing in a high performance coach or a coach is better than nothing. Because if you try to think, I can figure it out, there's plenty of information out there. You're just going to operate at a so-so level. Everybody that's a high performer, they all have coaches. There's a young lady in my Rotary Club. She's got 3. It's not a surprise that she's a high performer. It's not a surprise that she's crushing it. But she invests in herself and invests in coaching. Coaching matters. So you want to generate leads, you want to generate demand, you got to perform at a high level. You got to know how to do it. That's why we help you to get that transformation. You're able to join. Let me see. There we go. Oh, man, I'm getting pretty good at it. It's backwards. I was always going like this, but no, that's okay. So here. Woo, there we go. No, that's not. Generate leads. Generate demand. When you generate demand, you create cash flow. And a little bit on demand. You have to control your supply so you deliver the best possible service or whatever you do. And you don't water it down by offering all kinds. It's like supply and demand. It's not like it is. And it always works. It just works. So the supply here, I have a limited supply of people that I can work with. I increase the demand always working on that demand. Because if you can understand the local sandbox versus the global sandbox, picture your local sandbox. That's 140 people that know, like, and trust you. There's a name for it. It's when our brain gets familiar with a person they know, like, and trust, they can spot them. You can see in a crowd, if you have a local person that you know, like, and trust, you can see them in the crowd because your brain gets familiar with that person because they know, like, and trust. Now, here's what I want you to understand. The limit is 140 people. So that's good demand. But what if it could be awesome demand? Play in the global sandbox because the numbers go up significantly. 5,000 to over 1 billion. 5,000 to over 1 billion. What does that mean? Well, it means that you're creating online. Now, There's a difference between local and online. Your online is your global. This can be enjoyed around the world. It can be enjoyed by my team in the Philippines. It can be joined by Jay in Poland, Mary in the Philippines, Jennifer in Colombia. All the people that are global, because the world changed. And that's how you can make that transformation. That's why people work with us, because we help them play in the right sandbox. And the right sandbox is global. Everybody remembers when, like Prince, Steve Jobs, people that people knew that impacted them. When Steve Jobs passed away, it was like you lost a family member. Flowers, mourning, because people knew him, they liked him, and they trusted him with his service, his product, the iPhone. Changed lives. So people, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people knew him, liked him, and trusted him. So he was playing in the global sandbox. And that's the demand. When they'd introduce a new iPhone, they would be lined up waiting to get in there because they wanted it, because he created demand. And when you create demand, and whether you're a singer or you're a creator, you have that ability to play in the global sandbox. That's where we want you to play, because that's where you can increase your demand from 140 people to 5,000 to 1 billion. Play in the sandbox where you can create the most demand for you. I had a gentleman, we were talking about this, and he was an electrician. He said, I can't run my trucks all over the world. I said, you're right. But being in business for, I think, 8 years, that will never be able to be taken away from you. People want to know, how did you get from 0 to 8 years? How did you get from 1 truck to 6 trucks? How did you navigate through that journey? Because you've done it and you've been successful. Now you can teach it. So that's where the global opportunity is for that person. Not that you're going to be running trucks in the Philippines, but your information can be, your impact, your influence can be. So that's why when you think about global and you think 5,000 instead of 140, that demand grows. That's many, many fold. And when you can create cash flow on a global sandbox, global platform, then the world is your oyster and you have incredible potential, but you got to shift. You got to think. My friends in B&I spend an enormous amount of time. It's like a part-time job. Go in, doing one-on-ones, going to meetings every week, listening to people say the same thing. There's nothing wrong with it, but I challenge you to think of your time. Your time is the most precious thing you have. We only have 24 hours each day. We have a limited amount of time we have on this earth. So don't think you have all the time in the world. Mine almost ended. Let me just switch to this. I'll tell you why I'm so focused and motivated. We call it mortality motivation. When God gives us a second chance. And when you get a second chance, you think of it differently. I think of every single day like it could be my last. One day I'm going to be right, but until then, I'm going to show up, do the best I can, impact, be present, make that day the best day ever. As my 6-year-old say, when we go out on a date one time, she said, best day ever. Just filled my heart, because we want to have those best day evers every day, but we have to approach it with the right mindset. Life is precious. Life is precious. Dream big. You only go around once. Dream big. Have the dreams of an Elon Musk, of a Steve Jobs. Dream big. Why not? You have that opportunity. Got to work on this. That's why if you work on personal growth every single day, like Brendan Bouchard, like the Growth Day community, your mindset and your dreams get bigger. Bigger is better with dreams. It's not always better with other things, but it is with your dreams. So dream big. Join our community. And when you join our community, oh, dang, no, not able to get it into Substack. I just tried something new. Dream big, dream big. So let me go back to this. Cash flow. Guard it with your life. Guard it with your life. When Elon was in the early stages of Tesla, I just finishing a book, The Algorithm by John McNeil, who was the president of Tesla. There were times they had little cash flow. 90 days, sometimes less. You got to operate with a sense of urgency. Dream big and get out there and get it. And coaching matters. Hire a coach because you never know what's possible. Having plenty of information is entirely different than hiring a coach. My coach challenged me. My coach got me focused, got my energy level up to where it is, and it keeps getting better. Got more productive, less distractions. I could go on and on and on because I invested in a coach. And when you invest in yourself, that's the best investment you could ever have. Invest in you. Your business will not grow beyond your growth. So if you think you want to grow your business without working on yourself, you're going to be one frustrated person. Work on yourself first. Then your business will grow. When we talk about the power of community, because generating demand grows your cash flow, and then you build a thriving business community. We do it through Skool, the best out there. Thank you, Jim Fuse, for keeping after me. Didn't see it until he kept sharing. And that's what I'm doing right here. Invest in yourself. Invest in coaching. Because if you want to, right now, I'm going to put it up on the screen. If you look, hold on here. If you look at that QR code, you can schedule. Hold on here. Let me see if I have it here. No, I don't. Let me see when I can. Hold on here. Let me get this. I want to get this for you because no, that is funny because I don't have it up here. But let me see one more thing here. I'm looking. Hold on here. I got it here somewhere. Where is my SS? Oh, easy peasy. Let me see. Okay. If you go to, let me go back here. I'll put this up here. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. We just did a live event. Okay. Now, instead of putting live right here, put SS. SS. If you've been a guest on my podcast, it's free. If you haven't, it's $99. And we donate every penny to a local charity. So your money gets multiplied. But when I can have you on my podcast, I get a chance to get to know you. If I don't know you, $99. So if you put the word SS on this, you can schedule a strategy session, 1 hour. And I'll guarantee you'll walk out of there with the best clarity, best plan you can have. And when you have that plan and you have clarity, You don't see distractions like they do. It's easy to get on the busy bus. Everybody's on there almost. But you want to get on the purpose plane. The purpose plane flies with precision, with accuracy, with a target, goes to one destination. Bus, lots of stops, very noisy, very distractive, but you can be on the purpose plane with coaching. So generate leads, demand, create cash flow, and build a thriving Skool community. So you can go there, schedule it, and then let me put this back on here because I want you, hold on here, Nelly. Here we go. Okay, I put the Skool community back up there. So right there, or right here. I like this. Invest in yourself. In all seriousness, invest in yourself. Now, if you want a small investment in yourself, go to Growth Day. And Growth Day is petekane.me/Growth Day. And I think I have it up here. I know I do. Hold on. I just did see it. Let me see. Hold on here. I'm getting more organized every single day. Okay. That is, nope, here, hold on here. There we go. Okay, here I go. I'm going to put it up here in just a second. Thanks for bearing with me. Growth Day. Come on. Here we go. I think it is. Yes. petekane.me/Growth Day. Try it for 7 days. Then shoot us an email. We got some free gifts for you. Invest in yourself. I get coached every single day by Brendan Bouchard. Then I have a thought-provoking question that he puts up there. Then I put my daily, what I need to do that day. Then I score myself. Then there's another related video to that topic to keep working on myself. And then I end with gratitude. What am I grateful for? So that's every single day, and that can be your get coached by the best, Brendan Bouchard. Invest in yourself, Growth Day. The biggest personal growth community in the world. Try it for 7 days. See if it doesn't change your life like it did me. When you can change your life, the world is your oyster. Anything is possible. So go to Growth Day. And let me see, did I put that? Oh, it went off. That's right. Okay, that's okay. Okay, here, I'll put it up here. It's on the second thing. There we go. Go to petekane.me/Growth Day. Join our community, get a free gift. There we go. I love it. Okay, there we go. And you can go to petekane.me/Skool, SKOOL. I thank Jim Fuse again for staying after me, brother. Thank you. All right. So be bold,